What? It is Thursday. We're one day away from the weekend, man. I'm so pumped. It's been a long week. Sorry, I sound a little raspy. Sound a little raspy today. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope your week's been well. Uh, of course, this has to mess up at the wrong time, but yeah, it's been a it's been a hell of a week for me. Um, Fortunately, I'm going solo today, but we'll have a good time. Don't worry. So Antifa is finally a terrorist organization. Oh yes, it's about time. Trump, it's about time you got some balls and fucking did that. I know nobody's done it, and that's been unfortunate. I've just been waiting for that day. I saw that other they're gonna go after other George Soros funded organizations as well. I think they need to go after every fucking thing, every goddamn thing. Where's the money? Follow the goddamn money. Get Tom Cruise in here and be like, show me the fucking money. I want to see. I want to see it so bad. I want to see some actual accountability on the other side. I really want to see it. I know we're seeing it now with the Charlie Kirk stuff. That's for you, Charlie. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You see a lot of accountability with the students. You see a lot of it with the teachers, with the professionals, with actual comedians now. But I'm not even gonna say he's a comedian. Look at they got to me. They got to me. I'm calling fucking Jimmy Kimmel a comedian. What? Oh man, I apologize. I apologize. Let's end this fucking pod. Sorry, I'm gonna end. um, Jimmy Kimmel was a propagandist. He's been that way for a long time. Him and Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, even what's his name? Conan O'Brien. I mean, every one of them. Seth Meyers. What's that British dude? The fucking yeah. No wait, what's that fucking British guy's name? I'm gonna have to look it up because it's gonna drive me nuts. British talk show host. What is his name? Y'all gotta help me out here. He's one of the worst. Where is he at? Where is he at? John Oliver, there you go, that prick. John Oliver, they're all pieces of shits. And they all just spew their propaganda and it's all nonsense. And we've heard it for how long already? And late night used to be fun. I used to like it. But like me and Chris were talking about yesterday, I think late night's over, man. Like I really do. I asked y'all for y'all's response. Didn't get any. Thank you. But I really want to know. Um, What do y'all think? What do y'all think? One of these days, I swear, I'm gonna have a fucking comment section in this bitch, and we're gonna be having fun. We're gonna be flying. Um, but yeah, it's a dead art form at this point, man, because everybody can do it by themselves, and especially the more prominent ones where they could get actual stars on their show. I mean, that's a more like thought out conversation. You could get more in depth on like movies. I remember the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kid. Right, not a kid, but what's his name? I'm coming here. I'm coming here. I'm coming here. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What was that actor's name? Not the old one, the new one. Uh, he was on what was it? Theo Von. Oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, so Timothy Chalamet was on Theo Von a while back, and I've never really heard him talk. And when you get those like 3 minute segments, and it's kind of like pushed and rushed, and it's fake when you're on those kind of talk shows, you got to hear him speak himself for like 3 hours, and it was great, man. I actually really thought he was a cool dude, down to earth. He seemed like a humble guy. It was fun to listen to him, and he was actually talking about his Bob Dylan movie at the time. That Bob Dylan movie, you have not seen it. It's a really good movie. I thought it was great. Well done. Awesome, awesome movie. But I like that way better. I got to see how he actually is instead of like this little segment of boom, 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 boom. Hey, question. What did you think of this? Question. What you think of this? Question. What you think of this? Fuck that shit. Cut it all out. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. I really dig it. I really dug it. And yeah, man, I really I think it's just a dead medium at this point. It's just no point in going forward. I think a lot of these people are going to be out of a show. I mean, you still got the Bill Mars and all that. I think they'll stay on for quite a bit. But late night as a whole, because they just like demonize half the fucking population in America. Nobody wants to. who wants to watch a show where they just scold you the whole time? Like that's the reason I stopped watching it. Is like why do I want to watch a show where they just talk shit about how I feel, my beliefs, my values, my morals? Who wants to watch a show like that? I don't want to watch that shit. God damn. If I want to get scolded, I'll go call my wife over here to fucking beat me down with words, you know? Like I can already see people. Is that what your wife's doing? No. But yeah, if I really want to get scolded, man, I'll fucking go home and fucking listen to her bitch about something. I know there's always something, there's always something your woman's bitching about. And yeah, I don't really want to watch a dude fucking crying on TV half the time. And I get he is crying off of some really fucked up matters that are happening in the world. I'm not making fun of him for crying, but I mean sometimes he's crying for like dumbest shit, and it's like, what are you? Come on, Jimmy, come on. I'm not a big fan of him, and I don't feel sorry for him because he's not a big, he's not a, he's not the fucking shining light of free speech himself. He never really cared for free speech, and all of a sudden, everyone cares for free speech. All of a sudden, and I'm always gonna say I'm not a big fan of like I've seen people on X getting kind of fucking like bloodthirsty. They're like, "Fucking, let's keep going, get everyone." And I'm like, bro, let's chill out, let's chill out, let's kick back and think reasonably. We don't want to look like the left, like these fucking cancel hungry people. And I get there is a difference between what the right is doing and what the left are doing. Now I'm not doing that shit, but I see the difference. I do, and I can honestly say I could see, you know, you're canceling people for saying women can't have a dick. Like you're literally saying, hey, ma'am, you got a penis. I can see it. You're not a woman. You're a dude. That's why you cancel people. You cancel people because we said, hey, by the way, I don't think you should be giving your kids hormone blockers or any fucking medicine that's gonna stunt their growth or fucking put some poison in their body. That's the difference, right? Hey, I don't think you should be beating the shit out of that woman in fucking swimming class, Like, I mean, Leah Thomas, come on, this big old beast just going in there and wrecking chicks. That's what we're saying when you're canceling. You're literally dancing on the grave of a fucking man, a good man at that did nothing to you other than try to tell you how what makes him happy and the word of God and the word of conservative fucking values. That's all he did. But yeah, so Eric Swalwell, the the chink banger himself. He's over there. God, this guy. I mean, he's so bad at what he does. He's so bad, but he continues to do it. So that's great. I love it because it just gives everybody more material to look at. Eric Swalwell is having a fucking panic attack because Jimmy Kimmel is off the air, and Jimmy Kimmel. I don't like I said. If you're not for free speech, and then when this fucking cancellations come for you. I don't want to hear shit about you talking about free speech. Brian Stelter, we did a video about it yesterday. Brian Stelter acting like he's the fucking arbiter of free speech. Like he's all for it. And I actually agreed with what he said at the end. That was a weird thing. I actually agreed with him. The only thing was, I know he doesn't agree with that. He's saying shit just for you know talking points. But he doesn't really believe in that. And we all, I mean, if you ever watched Brian Stelter, you know what he fucking believes in. He believes in canceling you because trans rights and fucking not being able to abort your fucking kid at 9 months. But yeah, man, I don't feel sorry for him one bit. But let's go ahead and see this. Eric Swalwell having his little moments in the sun about Jimmy Kimmel. So let's go.
Hey, Eric.
Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Of course. The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. And I'll get to AI in a moment, but I'm not going to miss the opportunity to ask my colleagues, the proponents of free speech across the aisle and the champions who sit with me, to condemn in the harshest terms what is happening right now from our administration.
Okay, but I do want to say, is it the administration or is it a private company that just said, I don't want to deal with these with this shit anymore, with this separating people. There's it's just total divisive monologues that he has. Nobody cares for that. And I think that's what it was. I don't think it was Trump that called ABC or NBC, whatever the hell station he's on. I don't even care because they're all trash. I don't think he called them to say you need to fire Jimmy Kimmel. I think they just thought we're tired of this shit. We're tired. And Jimmy Kimmel is not even getting that much views. Tim Pool just said, where was this? Where was it? Yes, Kimmel was only getting 129,000 viewers. He goes, holy shit, Jimmy Kimmel's only getting 129,000 viewers. I can post a cat and get more views than that. Now, he can say that because he does get a lot of views. It says, we're gonna pull it up in a little bit, but let's go ahead and listen to what he got to say. I don't want to get off track. I'm getting off track. I got my beer. Come have a beer with me, everybody. Come have a beer. Hopefully, you're drinking one yourself.
The second late night comedian has been taken off the air because the president did not like a joke.
You're lying. God damn it, Swallow. You're lying. It's because they're just hemorrhaging money. They're losing money for these companies and they can't well, why? Why don't you tell the truth? This guy can't tell the truth to save his life. The only thing he can do is bang Chinese hookers named Fang Fang or Ping Ping or whatever, Ping Pong, Chong Chong. I don't know what, I don't remember that stupid bitch's name, but it's one of those.
I want to first condemn in the harshest tones the murder of Charlie Kirk. He should be with his family right now. He should be with his children. He should be alive. He had a right to say what he wanted to say to who he wanted to say without any physical violence being brought his way.
Okay, why didn't you say
And
that
Jimmy
before?
Kimmel had a right to say what he said, which didn't in any way suggest that somebody in the MAGA world had been responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk. He was just pointing out what folks online were doing as Twitter detectives before any investigation had been completed were saying about the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
Oh man, I can't hear that. Oh, oh, that makes me so mad. I'm out. I'm out. Need a beer. Need another beer. God, can you believe what he just said? Can you believe what he just said? Oh my God, this guy is such a fucking liar. He's just repeating what people said online before we got the details. No, the details were already out, bro. Stop lying. This is the left for you. Everybody, peak leftism right here. Gaslighting 101. Man, he lit the he's not I don't even know what do you call that? It's not even gaslighting. It's like gaslighting on an epic level. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to call that anymore. Wow. I have not seen this video yet, guys. So I'm sorry. I'm just reacting to it right now because I think it's so ridiculous that he said that. He can look at you with a straight face and say the most stupidest, untrue shit I've ever heard. No, 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 no. You cannot lie like that, bro. You cannot lie like this person should be this person needs to be kicked out. Come on, look at this. He's lying through his teeth to you and looking at you with a straight face like he doesn't even know he's lying. That's what you call what do we call that again? What do we call that? Compulsive liar. Yes, that is this motherfucker right here.
And then he pointed out that Donald Trump, who did not go to Kirk's memorial service at the Kennedy Center over the weekend, when he was asked how he was feeling about the assassination, did not address it, but rather went right to a construction project. And for that, Jimmy Kimmel was taken off the air. That's not who we are.
Now
That's what it
not
looks
weird.
like in China. That's what it looks like in Russia. That can't be what it looks like in America.
That's what it looks like with the spies you're banging. Yes, we totally agree there. We totally agree. Now, this guy, he has no facts whatsoever because we don't know why the company Nexstar actually got rid of Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sure details will come out, and I guarantee it's gonna. I guarantee it's gonna come out, and it's got nothing to do with Trump calling them, putting pressure on them. Now, you could look at a big montage of leftists. AOC, you have Elizabeth Warren, you have Nancy Pelosi, you have Eric Swalwell, you have all these motherfuckers, bro. All of them pressuring, saying they shouldn't be able to say this. Alex Jones shouldn't be able to, Steven Crowder, Tim Pool. I mean, every little right. Charlie Kirk. They shouldn't be able to say these things on X. They shouldn't be able to say these things on Instagram. We need to pressure these companies. Even Kamala Harris was saying we need to pressure these companies to make sure that they're not spewing hate speech and we need to police their speech. She said it in an interview. I bet you I could look it up right now and find it. I'm gonna try to look it up while I'm doing this. But let's go ahead and finish what this idiot has to say.
And the foundation of this, the genesis of this, was the president's FCC chairperson, Brandon Carr, sending a tweet that said, essentially, and giving an interview to a podcaster where he said, essentially, if ABC doesn't want to do this the easy way and suspend Jimmy Kimmel, we will do it the hard way, and it would be government censorship. Maybe I was not loud enough in the past when Republicans spoke out against government censorship. If that's
there
the
it
case,
is.
I will go back and revisit whether I could have been louder.
Oh,
But that does not mean that.
oh, no. It's not about you being louder. It's about you being anything. You're just right now. You're not being consistent, and you're trying to act like you are. Oh man, maybe I should have been a little more charismatic on the right when they were getting censored, shadow banned, and fucking just thrown off of platforms, debanked, deplatformed, where they're making their money. Like you're not just taking somebody's ability to fucking make money. You're taking their ability to talk to the millions of people that want to hear them talk, and that's what you did. You all did that, and now all of a sudden, when it's time for you, it's time for you. Oh no! Now this is Russia. This is China. This is North Korea. Get the fuck out. Nobody's buying your shit, Swallows. Nobody's buying your shit. Come on, dude. I can't. This guy.
Today, Republicans are silent just in an effort to
No, they're not
own
silent.
the libs. If you didn't like cancel culture when you thought it was happening in prior administrations, you certainly can't look at what just happened in our country and accept that that is something we should live with and we should tolerate. So I want to make it clear, there's going to be a Democratic majority in just over a year. And to the FCC chairperson and anyone involved in these dirty deals, get a lawyer and save your records, because you're going to be in this room and you're going to be answering questions about the deals that you struck and who benefited and what the cost was to the American people because that happened.
Oh, now he's making threats. Swallows with the threats. All right. All right. Republicans, take note. They're coming after you. You might as well fucking go investigate them, and don't do it do it within the law, of course. Do it within the law. I'm not promoting at all that we get into censorship. I know the right in the 90s was really into censorship. I don't believe in censorship. I believe in a battle of ideas. Whichever ideas wins, that's the one that's gonna get voiced the loudest, right? That's what I believe in. And they have terrible ideas. Let them fucking jump off that cliff. We were talking about it yesterday. They've been jumping off that cliff for a long time, and we keep pulling them back in because we let them get away with it. But fuck that. It's time. It's time that y'all start investigating. I'm sure you could find a lot of things on this guy. I'm sure. Nick Sorter just a while back just had him on camera saying secrets. Why did nothing happen with that? Nothing happened. Somehow it just went away. And the Trump administration ain't doing nothing. Like they say investigations are happening. Where? Can we see them? Can you at least give us like an update? I want to see some of these investigations towards these Democratic politicians that are breaking the law. Because I mean, they got John. They got John a lot of shit that you didn't even do wrong, and you can't get them on shit they're doing wrong. Come on, we seen it. We know they're embezzling money. We know Act Blue. We know what they're doing with USAID. Now that might not be against the law because they were doing it through the system, and we know the system's fucked up. System, you're in majority, and you haven't done a goddamn thing with anything. The big beautiful bill. I mean, he just basically put all the shit that Elon Musk was cutting. I know there were some good parts of it, but it was mostly bad. I don't think it was that great. I think there were some good parts. Don't get me wrong. Give it a 60-40. But I mean, enlighten me. I know I read it a while back, and it's been a while. But enlighten me. Why was it so great? I like some of the stuff. I ain't gonna lie. But mm, but yeah, man. I mean, you need to overhaul this government spending shit. We didn't do that. You said spending limits are bad, and I understand that we needed some money to with the immigration and everything else. Tom Hyman was asking for money, but I mean, other than that, we got to spend all this other money. Like, come on, it's just nonstop, and it's a cycle of just government overspending, creating this. fucking inflation that we always go through over and over, and we're tired of it. We're tired of it. And Eric Swalwell making these claims. Eric Swalwell's the kind of guy that would like literally punch you in the face, run behind a kid, and be like, "I know I punched you in the face, but I mean, if you attack me, you're no better than what I just did right now." That's Eric Swalwell. This guy is a piece of garbage, and everybody knows it, man. Like I'm not playing his stupid ass games. X well, I'm sorry I wasn't louder. No, you were loud. You were just part of the cancel culture that was going on. You were attacking everybody. You called every Republican fascist. You make your little TikToks talking all this shit about that Nazis and everything else. And I've seen them. They're terrible. And you think you're funny. You're not that funny, but you think you are. So I mean, whatever. I guess I guess if somebody's telling you that you're doing a good job, but all of a sudden now you're just the fucking, the beacon of fucking free speech now. Get out of here, Swalwell. Nobody's having that shit. Nobody's having it. So many things wrong with that. What I just saw, so many things. Oh my god, this guy. He's it's just you know blame your opponent of the things that you do, to sow chaos. That's all it is. Just gaslight. Blame them for what you're doing. It's like don't look over here. Look over there. I ain't doing it. These people, man. God, they just make me so angry. They make me so angry. Um, as you see here, Tim Pool had mentioned the advertisers coveted 18 to 49 demo also cratered. Sorry about that. Kimmel averaged only 129,000 views in the bracket in August of from 212 in January, and less than half his June peak of 284,000. With his ABC contract set to expire next year, the slump raises questions about whether Jimmy Kimmel Live can regain momentum against Colbert, Fallon, and cable insurgents. Now we know all their viewership is down because the only people the only people that want to watch them is it's right here, the media. The only people that want to watch them is the fringe left, like the extremely fringe left. Nobody else is watching them. I like why is everybody jumps the gun without any like he blamed Jimmy Kimmel. He went out there with not much information, just what he's saying on what people are saying on the internet. You're going out there with zero information about why Jimmy Kimmel was let go. And you're blaming Trump and the administration and the FCC director without knowing anything about who was actually in contact, who actually got him canceled, if it was just a deal between the NBC that where they thought like it was just better to let him go. Maybe they were looking for an excuse to let him go. He's not fucking pulling in the numbers. If you have a show that's costing millions of dollars, you're not pulling in the numbers. I have a whole staff of people, and that is sad. Now if you're gonna say, "Oh, you ain't got nobody," I don't right now. I'm not gonna lie. I just started less than a year ago, and I don't have a millions. I don't have millions and millions of dollars backing me up with like 100 writers fucking writing for me. I know if I did, I guarantee you it'd be more than that. Guarantee. I think anybody could get that with the backing that he has, with the promotions, the commercials, and the star power that comes his way. I mean, that's not that hard to do. All he has to do is not fuck it up. It's basically in a silver platter. Here you go. Here you go. We're gonna give you all the stars. They're gonna talk about the newest movies. They're gonna talk about all the newest trends. They're gonna talk about everything that's gonna bring people in. And you decided I'm gonna wreck that. I'm gonna just screw that show up. And just like Gavin Newsom, you're like the Gavin Newsom of politics. You have everything on the silver platter. Just here you go. All you got to do is just talk and be a little funny. But no, you got to listen to your stupid leftist writers and yourself. You're a leftist yourself. I mean, like a fringe one, not like a normal leftist. Where I guess you would be normal in today's world, but in '90s you'd be like, well, who is this guy? He's an idiot. And that's you. You did that to yourself. I really don't feel sorry for you. Now let's go ahead and show this. I looked it up while this video was on, and let's go ahead and show Kamala Harris the ways they used to talk
Same rule.
when they were in power. Let's go.
He has lost his privileges, and it should be taken down. And the bottom line is that you can't say that you have one rule for Facebook and you have a different rule for Twitter. the same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation, and that has to stop.
Oh yeah, and there's an idiot that wrote the book about Biden because like we just didn't know. Yeah, look at these people. Look
And
at
if you, we will hold social media platforms accountable for the
now. When have you heard Trump say that? Now, if he has, let me know because I don't remember that. But when have you heard Trump say we're gonna hold these social media people accountable for hosting these leftists? All he says is if you're gonna say lies, we're gonna come after you. Which I thought that was the ministry of truth that you were trying to put in last time. You tried to put it in and you got so much blowback. Everybody, what, this 1984? God, they they have no morals. These people, they have no values. It's just whatever Trump does, that's what we're against. That's all it's ever been. That's all it ever will be. There's no like there's no set of values to any of these people. Like there's not like, oh, they don't like this because of this. It's just like, oh, I like this because Trump doesn't like it. Oh, Trump likes that now. Well, I don't like it either. I don't like it now because Trump likes it. That's all it ever is. It's just whatever Trump don't like, I like. Whatever Trump likes, I don't like. That's their whole fucking moral compass. That's it. They like Trump lives rent free in these people's heads. Like crazy. He lives rent free in these people's heads. God damn, that boy lives in those heads. They just like can't get over this man. Ah. So let's go ahead and finish off some of these montages.
hate infiltrating their platforms because they have a responsibility to help fight against this threat to our democracy. And if you
All the trigger words: hate, threat, our democracy. Now, as we all know, when the left says it's a threat to our democracy, that means it's a threat to our fucking ideas. Like, oh, we don't like those ideas, so that's a threat to democracy. They just use that, just switch out democracy with our morals and our values. That's all it is. Now, what is the threat? I already told you, no men in the women's restrooms, no men in women's sports. Don't trans the kids. Don't fucking like the new law where they're trying to even adults could take away kids from you and especially of their kids transitioning and you don't allow it. Like what are their values? Having abortions and promoting it, cheering it on, like having a fucking abortion, abortion day, if they could, they would have one. It's just all terrible, terrible policies, everything about it. No bail, open borders. Oh, don't do nothing to Muslims because then you're an Islamophobe. Let trans do whatever they want because if not, you're a transphobe. I mean, we've heard it over and over for the last 10 years, and there's nothing good that's ever come out of any of their policies other than death and misery. That's all that's all that's ever come out of their policies.
profit off of hate, if you act
You?
as a megaphone
Like
for
you?
misinformation or cyber warfare, if you don't police your platforms, we are going to hold you accountable.
I think we
Where was the left saying anything about that? Did you see that? That was a direct threat. We're gonna hold you accountable if you let the right just speak. It wasn't even like if you let the right. It wasn't even fucking if you let the right spew like white supremacy, which most of them don't. I mean, Nick Fuentes. I don't know why Nick Fuentes is considered in the right now. That dude's kind of in the fringe over there. But I mean, he has some good things sometimes, but most of the time he's saying shit that just doesn't make sense. Now, everybody I've ever seen on the right, you don't see them spewing out any white supremacist anything. A lot of people, a lot of the most prominent people that they're talking about, and nobody says nothing when this bitch is just making a threat. Like, oh my god, we're on the same planet?
need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
But I also think there are Americans.
Well, that's what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. He's misinformation. Misinformation. He did so much misinformation, try to say he was on the right, and we all know he's lying, and he had the information before, and he kept going with the same bullshit that he was doing because he's trying to fucking propagandize his audience. We all know what was going on. We all know it. Ah, it's driving me nuts. The stupidity. It's driving me nuts.
Americans who are engaged in this kind of propaganda. And whether they should
Walk
be
in the woods,
civilly
bitch.
or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrent.
We will.
See? Now they were trying to criminally charge people. Jimmy Kimmel can still speak and do whatever the hell he wants. Nobody's saying Jimmy Kimmel should be in jail. And anybody on the right saying he should be in jail, I will be the first one to say that's the stupidest shit I ever heard, and they're going way too far. Now, I think there's still some people going a little too far. I personally agree with that. I think some people are going a little too far. Um, and people are rightfully pissed, and they're saying, and it doesn't help when the leftists are saying, just wait till we're back in power, let's see what we do. That doesn't help the situation. But it's what it is, man. Like, these people are losing their fucking shit, and that's what happens, as we know. The just the weight of power shifts, and things kind of get a little out of control. But I do not feel sorry for these people that have never championed free speech. I do not feel sorry for these people that have never even cared about free speech. As he heard Tim Walz say, there's no limits on free speech when it's hate speech and all that bullshit. No, no, there's no such thing as hate speech. Free speech is concrete to our whole country and our beginnings and our values and our morals and everything that we stand for, all those things that we fought for. Free speech has to stay. And you can't have free speech without the Second Amendment, without the right to bear arms. Those two are so important. And once you start taking those two away, which y'all want to do, y'all want to take away free speech, y'all want to take away guns. I mean, where does it end? Y'all want to take away everything that gives us our freedoms. Everything, everything. And we're tired of your gaslighting. And let's go ahead and see. Let's go and see. I bet you can find even more. Oh, the same one. Oh, this is the same one. Yeah. Yeah. She's crazy.
My earliest memories of those teachings are about a loving God, a faithful God, a God who asks us to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves.
I do not miss this lady one bit. I did not miss that lady one bit. Just a horrible lady. Ah. But yes, man, I'm just not a fan. This again, y'all go follow us. We're right here, right here. S Blitzed. So right here, you can follow us at S Blitzed. I get no love on Twitter, man. No love on X. On the other ones, yeah, you get some love out there, but no love on X. Come on, give us a little follow. Now this was pretty crazy. Even Nick Fuentes was slamming some of the people on the right, like Tucker and what is it? Well, I don't think Tucker said it himself, but he was slamming Candace Owens basically. And I don't know if that's coming because he just hates Candace Owens, or if he's actually slamming Candace Owens because he's just like, dude, you're making us look bad. And it's true. Like, Israel does enough bad things to already have a bad taste in your mouth when you hear about them. Netanyahu's probably, and I'm not talking about all Jews. I'm just talking about the government and Netanyahu and Mossad and all those assholes that get us involved in wars that we don't need to be in, get us involved in taking advantage of us, getting our money, and just holding it against us. Like, everything, they have total control of both our parties. And yeah, they have enough shit that we could hate them for. And I hate Jews. I mean, hate Israel on what they're doing. And again, I'm not saying like, it just, Netanyahu is a terrible person. And even I've seen a lot of Israelis don't like Netanyahu. And he's even saying, "Hey guys, let's pump the brakes on Israel kill Charlie Kirk." Like, let's pump the brakes. And I'm not laughing at the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm laughing at, like, that it just doesn't seem like a reasonable conspiracy to me, that they just got some 22-year-old kid, or what is he, 21, hooked him up with a trans fucking hooked him up with a trans boyfriend so he could look gay, and kind of, we could put the blame on the LGBTQI plus LMNOP, whatever the hell they are. And Israel was behind the whole thing. Like, I mean, I'm sure there'd be a money trail, there'd be something, there'd be contacts. I know they were saying there's cars. The family of the trans boyfriend was saying that there was, I mean, a neighbor or something, like there was unusual movement with cars going in and out, but you wouldn't notice it was like the Israeli government there. Like, and I'm saying this because I just don't believe Israel had anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death. I think Israel and Charlie Kirk were having some kind of beef with one another, as in, I think Chuck Carlson's right in saying, because it's backed up by multiple sources, even Matt Gates, by saying like Charlie Kirk was probably starting to get just a bad taste in his mouth with Netanyahu, not really feeling the Gaza war, not really feeling like what Israel's actually doing. You could see stuff from way even 2001 when even Alex Jones talking about like the atrocities the Israeli government was doing to a lot of the Palestinians. I mean, we could go on and on. You can see every Dave Smith interview where he talks about. I mean, he just goes into detail and explains all the atrocities that happened. And I know I mean, America was founded on the same things, right? Get land, take more land, and I get that. I get, like, it would be like Mexico coming into Texas and trying to take that land. We'd be pissed. I get all that. I get it. I get it. But you can't blame Israel for everything now. Like every time somebody dies, anytime something happens, it's Israel, Israel, Israel. It's the Jews. Like it's like, okay, come on, let's pump the brakes a bit. Come on, and let's watch this.
Time to wake up, guys. Some of this, I'll be the first one to say, the conspiratard schizo thing, it's getting a little out of control. And that's coming from me.
Yeah, that's coming from Nick. That dude has some.
I mean, it's like we are truly through the looking glass. When Charlie Kirk is assassinated, people blame Israel. I, who fought Charlie Kirk because he was pro-Israel, am being said to I'm being said to be covering up that he was killed for this miraculous conversion. If Ben Shapiro was taken out next, and God forbid, would Israel be behind that too? I mean, that would be equally ridiculous. If it was Ben Shapiro on Wednesday, people would be saying, Israel did it. Shapiro was about to become a national socialist. Like, what? Crazy.
I agree. I think it's getting a little out of control. Um, I don't like kind of someone's. I did see a French was it Macron's wife is actually going to take a DNA test and prove that she is a woman. That's going to be hilarious. Let's look that up real quick. Let's look that up, dude. That is fucking hilarious. Macron's wife. This is how far it's gone. We'll take a gender test. I just saw it this morning. I thought it was hilarious. Let's go ahead and see it. Here we go. Wife of president clarifies that the transgender rumors concerning are entirely untrue. No. I want to see this. Oh, there it is. First time claims born a man. No, where did it go? Where did it go? I saw it on Facebook earlier. Oh, here it is. Bridget Macron, the wife of French President Emmanuel Macron, plans to present scientific and photographic evidence. Damn, she's gonna bust out the puss pics. She's busting out the puss pics. That's what I'm talking about, Macron. Give him that puss pig. Harry and all, you Frenchies, I know you don't shave. It probably looks like an emo pussy. It's just fucking, little nice little fucking, little, I don't even know what to say. Fuck, where am I going? My brain's fucking pausing. Little fucking emo. The bangs. Looks like you're gonna fucking bust out a puss pic, Macron. Damn, you're gonna let your wife bust out a puss pic for people? That's down. I dig it. I dig it. I wouldn't do it, but I dig it. I dig it, buddy. Show him that pussy. Let him know. Hey, look at this is a real pussy. This is a woman pussy. This is wet. Look at it. It's all juiced up. Macron's wife, scientific and photographic evidence. I wouldn't doubt too. I guarantee you, kind of someone will be like, no, that fucking photo is AI. It was photo doctored. Sorry. I couldn't even say it without having to call. It was the doctored photo, and I want to see it in real life. She'll probably have to eat her pussy to like finally. Oh yeah, that tastes like pussy. I've eaten it before she finally just agrees. Like, yeah, that's a real pussy. I get it. That is interesting. I didn't know the photographic. I just thought she was gonna take like a test. So photograph evidence to a U.S. court to prove that she is a woman. God, and she is a ugly woman. God damn, you ugly. Look at this pedophile psycho here. And I think she's a terrible person, man. She married this dude at 15. What a terrible person. But she's about to give that photo evidence. I hope she gets a Brazilian fucking wax before, because I'm sure that pussy looks old as shit. Look at her. Ooh. Ooh, what if it's what if it's all just Wanga, little Arby's, just little Arby's puss. You got that roast beef. You got that French roast beef. Oh man, I wanna. I hope. I hope. No, I don't want to hope that. That's bad. I was gonna say if somebody leaks that, it's gonna be crazy. But I don't want that. I don't think she's. I think she's a bad woman. Because she used her age and her power to go and hook up with a 15-year-old boy that was doing a play, and took advantage of him. And now she totally controls him. I remember that slap where she slapped the shit out of his ass. But I don't think she's a good woman. But I don't wish no harm upon her. I mean, whatever. I mean, she's terrible. His family allowed it, so who are we to say anything? I mean, I'm still gonna say something, but yeah. Damn, scientific and photographic evidence. I can't. I want to see this, and I want to see. And if Candace, if this comes out, you need to fucking come out and be honest and say, you know what, I fucking lied. I didn't have real evidence. I was wrong, and you're gonna have to eat crow. You're gonna have to show your face, and you're gonna have to tell people, yeah, I lied. I lied, because I think there's a lot of things that she's lying about. It just seems like she goes off on these. I got sources and they're not really there. She was talking about all this shit on the Tucker Carlson show, but I saw a bunch of people actually really, really in tune with what's going on, saying no, she's actually wrong. She didn't really have a source. One of the sources that she had was like a psychic or a guru. She's fucking with these guru bitches. I don't know, some weird like that. And I was like, what? And it turned out it was like two or three sources. And the way the laws go in France, where it's like they have a quick statute of limitations compared to the way we have. So you would have to sue somebody right away. So Macron's actually going to be benefiting, because in America we have like a longer statute of limitations with the whole situation. And I'm ready to see it. I'm ready for it all to go down. I'm ready for Candace to say I was wrong if she was wrong. I want to see it. I want to see it. What do y'all think? All zero viewers watching right now. What do y'all think? I think, yeah, she should bust out the puss pick, do a DNA test, show that she's a woman, and move on, dude. Move on from here. And she's gonna sue the shit out of Candace. And Candace is in I forgot what state she's in. Let me check it. Let me check it. Candace is in a state that's very heavily leftist. Um, I wonder if he even has it on here. What state does Candace live in? I was watching Viva Frey when I saw that, actually. No, not New York. Never forget, Candace is an actor from a Jewish talent agency based on Nevada, ran Tel Aviv. Yeah, just like AOC. Ah, I forgot what state she was living in. Alcon Audacity Plagues in Massachusetts. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Let me see. What state? Candace Owens live in. What was it? Ah, it's gonna drive me nuts. Owens and her husband, Tennessee. Okay. She's in Nashville, Tennessee. And I believe, from what I was hearing, and it was an actual lawyer on Viva Fry or Fry, right? Fry, on one of those. He was saying, like, dude, she's in a bad position because that state she's in is heavily leftist, and she's gonna have very, very biased jury. Hopefully if she's right, I hope she fucking gets her way. But if she's wrong, she's gonna have to fess up to her lies, man. I mean, that's just the truth. So let's see where this goes. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had a beer with me, or you have a beer with me if you watch this. Come see me every day of the week except Fridays. Fridays we do it a little later. We usually do it as a group, me, Chris, and David. But this Friday I have some family event stuff I have to go to, so I'll probably do it later. I might be on a little later, like kind of late night. Um, so make sure Monday through Thursday and Fridays, you come watch us, subscribe, follow, share, show us to your friends, show us to your people. We come out of Texas. we come out of Texas. We come from Texas, and just looking to get some more people to come and also come in and be on the show. I would love to see some of y'all actually come on and we could talk about whatever you want to talk about, or we could talk about some current events going on and just shoot the shit, have a good time. I'd be more than welcome to have you on. So if you are out there, I don't care you're left or on the right, if you want to have a conversation, come shoot me a text and shoot me a message on here and we can discuss. Anyways, you have a good night. God, I'm all over the place today. Sorry, I've been a little lightheaded all day. Y'all have a good night. Let me know in the comments what you think of the whole situation and what you think of Swalwell, what you think of Candace Owens. You think she's gonna get sued? Do you think she's gonna win? What is there any information that you have that I have not heard? I would love to hear it. And hopefully you have a good weekend, man, and hopefully you have plenty of drinks and stay safe out there. Yeah, have a good one. Peace.